Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Prismata. We'll just get started in the queue here, and meanwhile, have a look at what's on. 3 games. Bonsai versus Flabbergazda. Never mind. It's Dark Angel. Base plus 5, 45 seconds. This reminds me of a game I played a while ago where Protoplasm was good against Thunderhead. I don't know if that's relevant here. It kind of seems like Doomed Mech Reservoir, but like, what do you do with your red in the meantime? Maybe you just buy Protoplasms with it as your absorb. You need a lot of green to make that work and still have enough green for force fields, but... yeah. I think that's sort of what I'd like. And you could consider also making some ossified drones, but of course that costs you drone supply for force fields, so... But it's probably fine. Drone supply is not so much an issue as like overall total amount of soak. And like each ossified drone protects a force field, so... I think that should be fine. That might mean building too few attackers to be that great. Like maybe opponent can get a good Thunderhead against that if you like go so slow that you're getting Doomed Mech and Reservoirs. Or Reservoir. You might not have enough attack to like make the Protoplasm counter, but I don't know. Also, I'll have a bunch of green and blue. Maybe I can build a decent Thunderhead at some point. Do we start with... We start with green, right? Yeah. And I think we get red next. I'm not sure if opponent is like... Opponent must be trying to get a Thunderhead, right? Because otherwise you would like... I don't know. I mean, they're also probably planning a Reservoir eventually, but... storing up all this green and not having any other tech for it doesn't really make much sense for, like, anything but Reservoir. It still seems a little weird. I feel like you would want to get the Anima sooner than this, but it's a bit awkward for them to fit in, so maybe this is a reasonable Reservoir build. Okay, a Gauss Cannon. Interesting. Do I just get Doomed Mechs immediately? I could get an ossified drone, of course. That would make it a bit easier to get out a Doomed Mech because I would have an Absorber already, right? And one Tarsier isn't doing a lot just yet. You kind of want to build Tarsiers on the same turn you build a Doomed Mech. I don't know, maybe like I should just be focusing more on Protoplasm. But I do think Doomed Mechs will be pretty important for me. So what if I did this? I could get a Doomed Mech and like 2 Tarsiers or something, right? That seems alright. And I think I can fit in another conduit along with all of that. Is opponent gonna be able to get a good Thunderhead here? Maybe, if they only get the 1 blue. But I don't think that's such a big deal. Alright, so more drones? I don't think so. I think we just need more green so that I have access to protoplasms, which, like, Doomed Mech absorbs more, but you don't necessarily want to hold the Doomed Mech, right? You could consider clicking it to absorb on protoplasm if the opponent has an amount of damage where that's convenient. And also, of course, more green for the Reservoir is fine also. I think we're sort of at enough economy, right? Yeah. So let's throw this in, I guess. Alright, well, here's the Thunderhead. I already have 4 damage built up here. I can get 4 more from a Proto. 2 more from a second Doomed Mech. That's already 10, right? So I just need, like, a Gauss Cannon. If I want it, I can actually kill this. Right? So, I don't know if I can afford all of that, but this is 6, 10, 11, right? Meanwhile, they're just killing my 2 NGs. Or, yeah, I guess so, right? 2 NGs onto this. Or I could attack, killing their NGs. And lose ossified... I should force field, actually. Right? Is ossified drone that important to keep? He does seem pretty cool. But just confirming, this is 4, 8, 11. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to try to protect the ossified drone. I'm not going to be spending a lot of red in the coming turns. And so having this as a sink is pretty good. Isn't it? Well, maybe I'll just be building Tarsiers, right? Yeah, I actually will be building Tarsiers, I think. I'm just going to go ahead and lose the ossified drone. He did his job. He absorbed 1. Now he's soaking 2. So they're losing an attack here. They have 8, correct? I'd like 3 force fields. Sorry, they have 9. So a wall is pretty good here. 3 force fields. I really wish I had that ossified drone still, but you know, what can you do? They have a free splitter hold when I do this? No, they don't have a splitter anymore. Rhinos? Sure. So this is killing all of their force fields, right? I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, all but 1? Okay. Ugh. I think it is... it's probably worth holding this. This leaves 2 force fields alive, so they're attacking for 11. This keeps all the force fields alive, and then I build some more. What did I miscount somewhere? They're attacking for one more than I thought they would be. $14. This is 9. No, it's not 14. They get to keep 3 force fields alive, so they're losing 2. It's 12. This is 9. I need a wall. They get to keep 8 health alive, which is 4 force fields. They lose 2 again, leaving them 13. This is 9. That's 13. They are playing extremely quickly. This doesn't seem very good. So we're doing this, let's say, right? Seems obvious, but maybe we'll change it. They're keeping here 6 health alive. They're losing 3 attack. They have 12. This is 9. I need a wall. This kills like all the force fields, more or less. -1, I guess, since I'm not clicking the Doomed Mech. Which means they're losing 6 attack. They have 10. This is 4, 8. I mean, there you go. Force fields. Whew, a lot of points. I think that opponent made 2 mistakes here, which contributed to not so much my victory as their defeat, right? The Thunderhead did not work out well at all. And missing Doomed Mechs seems pretty dangerous. On the other hand, they got a much better use out of protoplasms than I could. And protoplasms are quite good against Reservoir because, like, the damage that you deal is killing attackers, right? So these guys are doing a lot. But Doomed Mechs are really great soak, which Reservoir loves. So I think it was good to get them. I think maybe this third green was a bit like the second conduit to get them up to 3 green this turn is sort of what I was thinking, even though that like three green this turn was not their goal. But anyway, the second conduit seemed a little bit overeager. I don't know. It might have been first Reservoir is pretty important, and well, is it? I don't know. It seems good to me. But I'm not really an expert in it. So they might have tried cutting Conduit Drone for a faster Animus to beat me to it, perhaps. Right? Then you can like build some relatively cheap stuff and get back to droning and teching in a similar to what I did. Obviously, this ossified drone like could have been something else, but you know, he did a good job. And I had said, as you recall, during the beginning of the game, that like Protoplasm is often good against Thunderhead. And I think, as my opponent was setting up this turn, said they might be trying to get a Thunderhead. But I didn't really like work out whether I could deal with it, which is important. I should have done that. A Thunderhead that like gets value for 1 turn wouldn't have been the end of the world for me. because like holding back these attackers is sort of fine. I was expecting them to do no damage against like a doomed mech or something. But of course it's better to make use of them. And so I should have checked to see whether I could do that against a Thunderhead. Good job, Ossified Drone. And this turn, I just, like, found 11 attack lying around and said, sure, I'll take it. It's not really the kind of expert Prismata play you guys tune in to see here, but, I don't know. Maybe attacking with this Doomed Mech was silly, too. Like, the thing is, I think it was not silly. By holding Doomed Mech, I could have absorbed a bit more, taken just 2 damage, say these 2 NGs, onto Doomed Mech. And it's real absorb for 4, not pseudo-absorb for 3, so like I'd still have a perfectly healthy Protoplasm lying around, but the Protoplasm health doesn't really help me at all. I'm planning to click it next turn anyway to kill this Thunderhead for sure. So the question then becomes, like, holding back the Doomed Mech saves me 1 health, but clicking it costs him 2 health. Like, which of those is more important? I'm not sure. The 1 extra health made a big difference because it meant, like, Ossified Drone, right? Maybe I think clicking it was good, but I maybe should have actually protected the Ossified Drone. I really got, like, almost no use. No, that's not true. I built Protos, I built Rhinos, and I would have already by now sacked the Ossified Drone, right? Like, by the time this Proto turn comes around, okay, sure. Maybe I won't have needed to sack the Proto, but the Ossified, but I haven't clicked it either. And then, like, here, I mean, you better believe I would be sacking Ossified Drone already, right? I think I forgot they were losing 1 attack, even though I said it, like, when I was counting how much damage I was going to absorb. Or wait, no, this is 3, 7, 9, right? Oh, also, wow. What a mistake. Why would I lose Force Field when I could lose Rhino? Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, that's an error. That cost me 1 damage a few turns from now, I think. Okay, that's good to notice. I've talked before about how, like, it's right. Normally it doesn't super matter, but Force Fields can still attack on the turn you soak with them, and Rhinos can't, so, like, it just feels so bad to build Rhinos to defend with that I forgot to consider, like, actually defending with Force Fields is even worse when those Force Fields are attackers. Okay, noted. But anyway, my point is that, like, say I had saved the Ossified Drone here. I'd be, on all of these turns, I'd be -1 defense? No. Because I would have Force Fielded. I don't know. But I couldn't click it this turn. And I wasn't clicking it this turn, and so I would have sacked it instead of this Force Field, or instead of this Rhino, I guess this Force Field. And so the Ossified Drone really... The dream of clicking it, I think, is a very expensive one to have. And I think I was right to swallow my pride and just sacrifice it immediately when it was able to buy me some useful tempo. And then finally, the Doomed Mech tempo train rolled into the station, and that was when I really got the upper hand. I mean, you always can hold Doomed Mechs early, but, like, when clicking them deals 2 damage and heals for 1 by destroying a force field, it's, like, very good value. So, I mean, yeah, you soak with 1 that's expiring and you absorb with another, but you don't want to do the soaking until you have to, because clicking is still quite good. But once you have no choice, like, they're great to soak with. And yeah, we got there. So, wow, opponent actually, like, I thought they had built too many conduits, but actually they were, like, spending all their green and, like, still did not, I don't know. It was green that was quite useful, right? It allowed them to force field faster than I did by quite a bit. And so they were able to put a bit more pressure on my force fields than I was on theirs, but that was sort of counteracted by the doomed mechs. Man, the protoplasm those were great too. Okay, so I should have paid more attention to the possible Thunderhead play. I think my opponent should have too. Seeing that I have that play available, they should like never build the Thunderhead and should just save the green for more force fields or something. Build a splitter, build a wall, I don't know. Okay, cool. Well, there's another game in my archives somewhere of like Doom Drone. No. I can't words. Reservoir, the force field thingy with doomed mechs. I believe in that game though there was Zatron and Gaussite Symbiote as well. And there was no Thunderhead, so I don't know. But you know, it's sort of a combo, right? Like Reservoir wants Soak very badly, and Doomed Mech provides Soak. Ossified Drone should also be superb with Reservoir, but I had to give mine up. So my opponent did well, I guess, to push for a bunch of damage. I don't know. I think I should have force fielded here. Let's do a quick analyze and see. Let's say I did this, right? Let's say I kept the Ossified Drone, and opponent still does, like, basically this, right? I don't know. I assume they built a splitter here. They had a splitter eventually, and this is a turn. It would be natural to build one. And I think they built a third conduit, and... Wait, they didn't build a proto this turn, did they? No, that would be silly, because it's not getting value. Okay, so this is the turn they built an Ossified Drone. And I'm pretty sure they had 3 Tarsiers eventually, so they must have gotten another one here. And I don't know, drone? I think they only got a 3rd conduit. I don't think they had a 4th yet. Maybe they just got NGs because I'm going to be attacking a bunch and their Thunderhead's going to be dead. I don't know. Something like this. So I defend. Here we are, and I build the proto, of course. Very comfortably defends with this engineer, by the way. And I get another one of these, and I'd like a conduit, but yeah, in fact, I need a conduit. I'm only gonna have 3 green for my reservoir. This attack, yeah, it kills an engineer. They should do it. Oh my god, I'm attacking for so much. How do you survive? Like this, I guess. They're also giving up their Ossified Drone, which seemed reasonable enough. And they got the 5th conduit around now. Let's see. So the question is, like... Oh, they held back a splitter on this turn, didn't they? No, that was later, I think. Yeah. So they're attacking for probably, indeed, 9. This is 4. I want wall. And now it's like, gosh, I kind of want Ossified Drone, don't I? You know. I guess I could do this. 1 Rhino to soak with. Force fields. Splitter? Like, it's really nice to get the Ossified Train going. I just, like, it didn't seem like a thing I could actually do. Oh, this is the turn they held back, right? They built another proto because they wanted a lot of protos. They want a wall. And they want all the force fields. And this Rhino, this is actually sort of free to hold, I think. Yeah. Because I don't want to sack Rhino and Force Field instead of Wall. Oh, they have too much money left over. I don't know. NGs. Now, like, I can start getting ossified drone value. But, I don't know. It doesn't seem that great. Tagging for 11, 3, 6. So they're losing 1 attack. So they're attacking for 13. This is 7, 10. Yeah, I don't really want that, do I? Three, 7, 11, 13? Losing 1 force field, I guess, isn't the end of the world. And I'll put down some NGs. I guess it should be a wall. Granularity is nice. I don't know. Yeah, now they give up the ossified drone. Fine. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm not really going to be doing a very good job of analyzing this. There's a lot of variables, and like what my opponent could do is not totally clear. What I should do is not totally clear. Like, is this ossified drone value going to be really paying for itself? I don't know. But it's a play I could have considered. And I did consider it, and I don't know whether it was right. See, here's the turn where I lost a damage because I soaked with Force Field instead of with Rhino. On all the turns before this, the Rhino and the Force Field were sort of interchangeable, right? They were both 2 health things attacking for 1, and the health didn't matter because I wasn't blocking with them. But now, if you imagine I had defended differently, we could transmute this Rhino into a Force Field, and it would be attacking for 1 while also available to defend. So that's the 1 damage I missed here. All right. Well, that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.